Welcome to lesson 19. How to make an Eruv Tavshilin when Yontif falls out on Friday. Whenever there's a Yontif on Friday, whether Yontif is Thursday and Friday, we go from Friday to Shabbos, or Yontif is Friday and Shabbos, so we're going from the first day of Yontif to the second day of Yontif Shabbos, as this year, Pesach, the last days of Pesach are, in order to be able to prepare your food on Friday, on Yontif, for Shabbos, you must make an Eruv Tavshilin. One is allowed to prepare food on Yontif to be eaten on that day of Yontif. If Yontif is Tuesday and Wednesday, you're allowed to prepare food on Monday night and Tuesday to be eaten on Monday night or Tuesday. On Tuesday night and Wednesday to be eaten on the second day of Yontif, Tuesday night or Wednesday. But not from Tuesday to Wednesday, not from Tuesday morning to Tuesday night, because Tuesday night is already the second day Yontif. When Yontif is on Friday, we're going from one day of Yontif to the next day, which is Shabbos. The only way that you're allowed to do that is if you make the Eruv Tavshilin. Who makes an Eruv Tavshilin? Every household should have an Eruv Tavshilin made for that household. And even though the rabbi of the community makes the Eruv Tavshilin for the entire community, he's only making it for people who don't know there's a law of Eruv Tavshilin, people whose Eruv Tavshilin was eaten or was lost, people who, for some emergency, came up on Erev Yontif and weren't able to make their own Eruv Tavshilin, the rabbi makes for them. But otherwise, every household has the mitzvah to make the Eruv Tavshilin for themselves, and that's why when we make the Eruv Tavshilin, we say a bracha, because it's a mitzvah on everyone to say it. The Eruv Tavshilin consists of a cooked food, and it's primarily the cooked food. Whether it's a cooked egg, which most people, hard-boiled egg, which most people use, it could be fish, chicken, any cooked food. You begin preparing your food for Shabbos Erev Yontif, and on Yontif, on Friday, you just finish the preparations that you began already. The Eruv Tavshilin is symbolic of our beginning, our starting to prepare our Yom Tov, our Shabbos foods already before Yontif. That's the purpose of the Eruv Tavshilin. The Eruv Tavshilin, when it's made Erev Yontif, make sure you put it in a safe place so that it isn't eaten, doesn't get spoiled, because the Eruv Tavshilin must still be in existence when you start preparing, when you prepare your food on Friday for Shabbos, on Yontif for Shabbos. The food that you're preparing on Friday for Shabbos, you're making Eruv Tavshilin on Yontif for Shabbos, should be edible, should be finished cooking on Friday. So if you're putting up a cholent that has bones in it, a cholent that is going to take a long time for it to get prepared, don't start preparing it late Friday afternoon. Either in the morning put the meat up to cook, or right after you finished your soud, or right after you finish your meal. On Yontif, make the cholent before you take a nap, before it's too late, because the food has to be edible on Friday before Shabbos begins. How do you make the Eruv Tavshilin? So you take your cooked food. I'll be using a hard-boiled egg. You take a baked food. The baked food, as I said, primarily the cooked food, but we also take something that's baked. During the year, you could use a challah. On Pesach, you'd use a matzah. You take the two of them in your hands. Then you read the declaration. Most Sidurim, most Machzorim, it's at the beginning of the Machzor, before the prayers of the holiday. You say a blessing, as we said, because it is a mitzvah. And after the blessing, there's a declaration in Aramaic that explains what we're doing. It doesn't have to be said in Aramaic. It could be said in in English, if you have an English translation. But this is how you do. Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzosav v'tzivanu al mitzvahs erev. That's the bracha on the mitzvah that we're about to do. B'hadein Eruva yeheshara lanu, lafuye ulavashule ulatmune ladluke shiraga ulasakana umevet kol tzarkana miyem etavel shabbata. With this Eruv, it should be permissible for us to bake, to cook, to insulate, to light candles, and to prepare any preparations we need from Yontif to Shabbos. In the Machzor, in the Siddur, it has parentheses afterwards, Lana ulachol Yisrael hadarim b'ir hazois, for us and for all of the Jews that live in this city. Don't say that unless you're the rabbi of the community who's making the Eruv for others. There's a special procedure that has to be done when you're making the Eruv, not just for your family, but for others also. If you're doing that, read that phrase also. Otherwise, you just end with Yom Tov Shabbata, have your Eruv Tavshilin, put it in a safe place. You might want to put the egg in a plastic bag, in a sandwich bag or something like that, and write on it Eruv, so that when you put it in the refrigerator, if someone wants to eat it, they'll see, oh, this is the Eruv Tavshilin. I shouldn't eat it before the Shabbos preparations are made on Erev Yontif. Enjoy your Yontif and Shabbos.